over to Hanover, the first trip. We got up to 21,800 and one got shot down. I reckon we were next. I got out at about 6,000 feet. Just as the tail came off about 2 seconds after, I was landed in Germany by parachute. The next day, I walked onto a fellow sitting in the bush. He put up his gun and yelled out, and I had to stop. And he took me down. The Frenchman said he was an Englander, and that was it. You'll be in prison for the rest of the war, he said. Static 4B. Well, I said, I come from the mountains I'm a farmer and I run cattle in the mountains. I didn't think I'd have to come over and sort you blokes out after the first hand they did. Well, they are cheeky, you see. The Germans used to souvenir woolen wear to send to the Russian front. When I was in this room with all these Yanks, they said they're going to have a field day with you with your naval pullover. It was new. And they'll take it for the Russian front. And I said, by God, they can't do that. So I went in the toilet and I was there about 20 minutes and they wondered where I'd got to. So when I come out, the Yankee says, well, the Jerry's got your jacket. No, I said, I've got it. Where is it? I said, here. I said, I pulled it undone so they can't have it. If they want it, they can make it up again. And that's how my rug came to get made, because I pulled it to bits and wouldn't let them have it. There was 14 of us. They had no socks and it was cold. And I couldn't knit for the lot of them. I said, why not get a bit of wool and try? You know, they soon learnt. They were very good, quick learners. And the boys that I taught to knit, they were pretty good messengers. They came in with worn-out Guernseys. The back of a Guernsey is the best. The front is generally a bit motley, and the arms. To boil the darn things before I can pull it to bits, because there was lice on them, you see. But they got enough wool for me to start the rug. After 13 months of gathering the wool, I had all these boxes of wool, and I started knitting, and took 6 weeks knitting time to knit that. Well, I had to knit a pair of socks for a Canadian to get he got some new hockey socks, and I got the colours out of that. It's pretty good red, that too. But in that thing there's thousands of little bits, only a few feet long, you know, a yard or so long. I was always pretty good at geography, and I drew the map, but I made a bit of a mess there on the from Byron Bay, up near the Queensland border, down to about Newcastle. I should have had it out a little bit wider. But other than that, it's pretty right. Now, you might wonder how I got the knitting needles. Well, they were already cut that length because they were Italian Dixie pan handles. And I had to straighten them out with a stone on the cement, and then the cement sharpened them. And that's what the needles are. They were ideal. And the Jerry's had a look at them, and I said, well, don't get your maulers on them, because they're my knitting needles, you see. I like to remember that I did something. I got shot down the first trip. After all the education I had, I did nothing. But to do a thing like that, I suppose it's a memorial to Mum for teaching me. And, well, it's something I can look back and think of all the, not the unpleasant days, but the pleasant ones. And I was surprised that Jerry's allowed me to do what they did. So they weren't as bad as we thought they were.